Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Second girl found dead after being washed away. The body of 14-year-old Halikais Michael, who was swept away by floodwaters in Jobs Hill, St. Mary, has been discovered. Reporters understand that the body was found sometime after 10 a.m. Saturday at Toms River near her home. Michael is one of two girls who were washed away by floodwaters on Thursday around 1 p.m. According to a family member, the girls aged 10 and 14 were at a river washing when the incident occurred. The body of the 10-year-old was recovered on Friday.
The body of the other child that went missing, that was washed away in the river on Thursday, has been recovered. Just about 10 o'clock this morning, the body was recovered in the Toplins area of the community, somewhere in the Richmond police area. So that's about what I can say for now, that the second child's body has been recovered.
Teen charged for housebreaking after confessing to his mother. A teenage boy has been arrested and charged with burglary and larceny after he confessed to his mother. The Seaford Police in St. Thomas say on May 21st, a man securely locked his house and left home, but returned to find that it was broken into. The police say several items were missing, including $150,000, cellular phone credit, and a cellular phone. The teenager was arrested and charged on August 22nd after he confessed committing the crime to his mother. His mother also returned what was left of the cash and the cellular phone. Man shot and killed in Negril. As the bloodletting continues across the parish of Westmoreland, another man was shot and killed outside a bar along Non-Pearl Main Road in Negril on Friday afternoon. He has been identified only as Pops or Poppy, a laborer of Negril address in the parish. The Negril police say shortly after 6 p.m., the now deceased was walking along a section of Non-Pearl Main Road when he was pounced upon by two men who were traveling on a motorcycle. The men brandished handguns and chased the now deceased and shot him multiple times. He fell outside the bar and died on the spot while the gunmen sped away from the scene. He is the seventh person to be murdered in Westmoreland since Monday. Taxi operator killed in Trelawney. The Falmouth police in Trelawney have commenced an investigation into the shooting death of a taxi operator in Duncans in the parish on Saturday morning. He has been identified as 54-year-old Fitzroy Gordon of Kittlin District in Duncans. Gordon, who operates a taxi from Duncans to Clarkstown, had just driven home about 1 a.m. when he was ambushed and shot multiple times. Residents of the community alerted the police after hearing the gunshots, and Gordon's body was later discovered along a dirt road in the community with multiple gunshot wounds. Investigators say they have ruled out robbery as the motive for his killing, as they recovered his vehicle and cash. Argument over goats leaves St. Mary man dead, nephew arrested. A man is to be questioned by police investigators after being accused of fatally stabbing his uncle during a domestic dispute in Fontebelle Okorebeso, St. Mary on Thursday. Dead is 37-year-old Oral Murphy, otherwise called Ziggy of Fontebelle. Reports are that about 2:30 p.m., Murphy made a complaint to his nephew that his goats have eaten some crops. An argument later ensued between the two family members, during which Murphy was allegedly stabbed in the upper body with a knife by his nephew. The injured man was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The alleged attacker was subsequently arrested by the police. Fire at Falmouth Market leaves 3 vendors counting losses. 3 vendors who sell at the Falmouth Market in Trelawney are now counting their losses after a fire of unknown origin destroyed all their stock Thursday night. The 3, Arthur Garden, Idris Campbell, and Simona Jarrett, were eagerly anticipating back-to-school sales come Wednesday at the weekly Fleet Market popular call, Bend Down, when the disastrous fire struck. The Trelawney Fire Department has commenced a probe to determine the cause of the blaze. An estimate of the loss is also expected to be established by the investigation. According to Acting Deputy Superintendent for the Trelawney Fire Department, Carl Wilmot, the brigade was alerted of the fire about 10:37 p.m. The investigation into the cause of the fire continues, Wilmot told reporters. Farmer shot dead by a gunman fleeing St. Elizabeth robbery. Police are probing the murder of a farmer in Southfield, St. Elizabeth on Friday night by a gunman following a robbery at a lottery outlet. Police named the deceased as 64-year-old Peter Minley, a resident of Belvina Housing Scheme near Southfield in St. Elizabeth. A police report said about 7:50 p.m., Gunmen held up and robbed the lottery outlet on Kincaid Plaza of an undetermined sum of cash. Police said Minley, who was standing on the plaza, was shot by the gunmen as they made their escape. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Minley's community, which is located in close proximity to Southfield, was the scene of last December's murder of a Chinese couple during a robbery. Last month, police killed one of the three suspects, who was caught on a closed-circuit television surveillance system, posing as a customer in Jojo's supermarket before killing the owners. St. Thomas nurse Crystal Cruz goes missing in Portmore. Crystal Cruz, a 32-year-old nurse of Stony Gut Morant Bay in St. Thomas, has been missing since Friday, August 26. According to the police, Cruz is of a brown complexion, slim build and about 160 centimeters tall. Reports are that the nurse was last seen in Portmore Parkway, Bridgeport, St. Catherine about 8 a.m. At the time of her disappearance, she was dressed in a sports bra and shorts. She has not been heard from since. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Crystal Cruz is asked to contact the Spanish Town Police at 876-984-2305, the 119 police emergency number or the nearest police station. No photograph of Crystal Cruz was available at the time of this publication. Bloody 48 hours for Westmoreland as parish records multiple murders. Over the past 48 hours, the parish of Westmoreland has recorded more than 4 murders. The latest victim is 19-year-old Oshini Shaw, who was gunned down in Geneva District, Greenhill on Friday morning. Shaw was of a Alma District address in the community. According to a police report, the deceased was among a group of persons sitting in the yard talking when they were pounced upon by men armed with handguns. The gunmen reportedly approached and immediately opened fire at them. They all ran in different directions. After the shooting subsided, residents summoned the police upon the arrival of the lawmen. Shaw was found lying on his back in a pool of blood. He received gunshot wounds to the upper body. He was taken to the Savannah Mar Public General Hospital where he was pronounced dead. The gunmen managed to escape. Investigations are ongoing. Corrections Department increases threat level alert following second staff bus attack. The Department of Correctional Services DCS has increased its threat level alert for staff members following another attack on the department vehicle on Saturday morning. It says a correctional officer accompanied by an escort had just transported staff members home in St. Catherine and was returning to the Horizon Adult Remand Center about 2 a.m. when the incident occurred. DCS says upon reaching the vicinity of the Spanish Town Road Examination Depot, gunmen opened fire on the vehicle. The officers reported a return fire and safely made their way to the remand center. DCS says the incident has been reported to the Hunts Bay Police Station. This is the second attack against staff members in recent weeks. In July, 3 DCS workers had to duck for cover after their vehicle reportedly came under gunfire by thugs in the Maxwell Avenue area of St. Andrew. Police seized firearm, 23 other weapons in Ocho Rios. A Glock pistol, an extended magazine, and 23 offensive weapons were seized in St. Anne on Friday, August 26, as Operation Leviticus continued in the Ocho Rios Market and Bus Park. No one was arrested. Acting head of the St. Anne Police Superintendent David White told reporters that the targeted areas were cornered off and searched between 10:30 a.m. and 1:30 p.m. The sweep addressed everything from suspected illegal powers, connection to the demolition of unauthorized stalls. Within the market area, 107 stalls operated by 156 persons were searched. This resulted in 23 offensive weapons being found widely disclosed. The JPS team identified 15 stalls that are suspected of having illegal connections. Their wires were removed and the area noted for further action. The operation also saw the destruction of 27 temporary stalls, with 4 summons served, he added. In addition, employees from the Transport Authority issued 21 tickets to motorists and removed 15 license plates. 93 new COVID-19 cases, 9 deaths reported in last 24 hours. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported 93 new COVID-19 cases and 2 deaths on Friday, August 26, bringing the infection total to 149,420. The new cases comprised 56 females and 37 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St. Andrew 27, St. Anne 7, St. Catherine 23, St. James 8, Manchester 11, Clarendon and St. Thomas 3, Hanover, Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth 2, and Trelawney 5. St. Mary and Portland did not report any new cases of the virus. 9 deaths were recorded for the period, bringing the death toll to 3,250. The deceased are a 77-year-old male from Westmoreland who died in August 2021, a 63-year-old male from St. Mary who died in August 2021, a 57-year-old female from Westmoreland who died in August 2022, a 72-year-old male from St. Elizabeth who died in August 2022, an 88-year-old female from Westmoreland who died in August 2022, a 93-year-old male from Westmoreland who died in August 2022, an 84-year-old female from St. Elizabeth who died in August 2022, a 68-year-old male from Westmoreland who died in July 2022, and a 63-year-old male from Westmoreland who died in July 2022. There were 104 recoveries in the last 24 hours, bringing the total to 96,263. Currently, 104 people are hospitalized, 18 of whom are moderately ill, 4 are severely ill, and 5 in critical condition. Jamaica's positivity rate for the latest round of testing was 23.4%. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell